I keep sitting with the fact that I almost didn't take this fellowship. When I first got the opportunity passed in my direction, I was excited. I happily applied. But when I finally got the invitation to join, there was so much going on, so much transition in my personal and professional life that all kinds of things, concerns came to mind. And what I boiled down to over a lot of it was I was a little nervous about what I would learn about myself, what I would learn about myself, my work, my leadership, and that's scary. So at some point I said, Gabrielle, say yes. So I said yes. And then when I got to the initial convening, everything came together. It was a wrap from there. Like everything came together to say, you know what? Yes, you made a good choice. So I love reflection time because it gives you the opportunity to kind of think about what you would like to hold on to. And we had a full year together. And so I was thinking about what I would like to hold on to for this year. One, the first thing is that leadership is a practice, not a position. That one. But also that you can be a good leader even when you don't always get it right. And to give myself grace with that. That part of that process of leadership is really realizing how important it is for you to be open to change and open to growth. You're supposed to always be in a place of growth, even when you're a really good leader. I also want to hold on to the fact that I really, really dig health equity work, and it's something that I am committed to for a lifetime, not just with an organization, but me. And how long I actually have been doing health equity work. We spent this whole year talking about health equity and leadership, and it made me reflect back to childhood and young adulthood and made me really, honestly, accept for myself, I have been doing this work for a very long time. So this fellowship offered me new vocabulary and some concepts to attach to what had been going on. But honestly, I had some kind of gift that had been passed on to me ancestrally. Like, this is you. And so I'm hoping that it's something that I can pass on as well. So yeah, I get to hold on to their sentiments because it was part of me just saying yes to myself. And it really just all started with this initial convening. I don't know if anybody remembers, but I was late on the first day of the convening. I read the itinerary wrong. And then as I was making my way over, Salam sent me a message saying, hey, where are you? And I rushed in. And my face was hot. I was so late. My face was hot. I was embarrassed. And I sat down and everybody was mid-introductions. And at some point I said to myself, why am I here? Are you even supposed to be here? And then as the day went on and I settled in and we started talking and really reflecting and engaging with each other, at some point I said, yeah, this is my love language. Good choice, Gabrielle. Yeah. I keep reflecting on the fact, too, that we are the COVID-19 cohort. And ultimately, that started at the actual convening. I remember that Saturday, we all went to Fista's house, and it was this really bright and sunny day for January. It was winter still. It was cold. But somehow we were getting this, like spring was like, don't worry, I'll be there soon. And it was this bright and beautiful day. And the family had welcomed us into the home to be able to be in community with each other. And food was laid out on the kitchen island. We were standing on the kitchen island, by the kitchen island. We were sitting at the dining room table. The place was just full of us and people and chatter. And I was doing the kind of awkward flutter between conversations thing. It was nice. And at some point, we started talking about breaking news. There was this infectious disease that is spreading and it's deadly. And I'm not sure whether or not it had reached the States yet or we were seeing our first new cases. But ultimately, the general sentiment that we were hearing, we were all experiencing at that point in time, that this was from the media, it was from the groups around us, this will be minimal impact. People, please stop, calm down. We should not spend too much energy on this. This will be minimal impact. A small population of people is impacted by this. And what we know is that in the United States, since March, we have been virtually on lockdown. Many of us have had our lives shifted and even death shifted as a result of what we experienced starting at that point. And that was the lesson right there. That was it. That when there's an inequity impacting a small population of people, how important it is for us to zoom in on that small population of people, listen to what's going on, pay attention to what's going on with that group of people, really put our energy into that group of people, because that small marginalized group is a reflection on all of us. Whatever is impacting that small marginalized group will impact us as well. It will spread like wildfire. Those inequities will spread. It's down to the point of none of us are free unless all of us are free. My liberation is bound to yours and yours to mine. And even when people start doing that whole, we don't need to spend our energy so much on this small group of people. We have to recognize it is important to be able to spend our energy in that small group of people, because that is the way in which we will get to a just and equitable and liberated world. Coming back full circle. Lesson was right there. So I just want to thank the Atlantic Fellows team once again for pushing us and believing us, for being there, for your wisdom and your grace. Thank you so much. Words couldn't even express what I experienced in terms of gratitude to you. I just want to shout out also my fellow fellows, because y'all are amazing. Full stop. Amazing. Shout out to Jordy, who's a senior fellow, who continued to nudge me over and over again, and to my colleagues, Jonathan and Jamie, who made sure that I applied and really put my effort into applying from the first place. And ultimately, I want to thank my husband and my mom and my daughter Stokely, who had been beautifully dubbed a junior fellow of the 2020 cohort. I have a lot of appreciation and gratitude for each and every one of you. Thank you so much.
We are